rematch of the 2024 Big Ten Championship game. New foes in this expansive conference with both teams hoping to make a statement and stake claim to an early season top-tier victory. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On the run, it's Whittington. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Moore will throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Running in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got it in the middle. It's Dinkins. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Wants to throw. It's Aller. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think
it is. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whittington. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. More to the air. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Ripping through the defense. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Dropping back, it's Aller. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Dinkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Aller. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snakes it at the 30, still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To throw, it's Allen. Floating away. He throws into the middle of the field. Snags it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production. Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Under fire. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Fighting off the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Handoff from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The power will try to pick up the first through the air. Same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it meant...
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown.
They might match up, but I got the size. I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out.
Exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. In the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pena.